Now we have something that is called stacking anchors. Exactly. So it's not that I want to feel just excited in this moment. I want to feel excited, I want to feel confident, I want to feel happy, and I want to feel relaxed. So we do that by stacking anchors, so by recalling different memories and anchoring in the same way. So before I was telling you just recalling memories when you were feeling energized and when you were feeling excited. However, you had told me I want to feel excited and I want to feel confident and I want to project happiness. So I will ask you to come back to any memory when you were feeling like that. And I could ask you like 9, 10 times, 3 times, okay, come back to 3 past events when you were feeling confident. Come back to 3 past events when you were feeling happy. Come back in time to 3 events when you were feeling confident. And all those images, feelings, sounds, you will anchor them all in the same place. And you will feel like that whenever, depending on the situation. It's not just anchoring with no sense. So usually you want to anchor something because you want to feel like that in some occasions. I don't want that, maybe I don't want to feel energized because in my case, I'm energized enough. It might be too much, so I'm not going to anchor energized. It will be useless, and it might be even negative for me if I anchor something that I don't need it. So we have to decide to think what kind of anchors for what reason. So there is a meaning all behind that. As well, we can anchor moments, places, situations right now.
Because if we find in a state of feeling that we particularly like,
yeah,
we can anchor.
Exactly. We don't need to recall a memory. If there is a moment when you are with someone and you are feeling good and you want to recall that moment, anchor that situation. Only that don't mess around with the anchors because at the end you're gonna start, how was this? Relax. And the people are going to think that you are mad. So very subtle anchors. Colors, you can anchor colors. So you can do that and you can take advantage of that happy moment or that situation where you are feeling good. Because we all have moments when we are on top of the mountain and some other moments we are down here. So probably when we are down here, if we are able to set an anchor, again, to start, it's not that you are here and automatically you are going to be the king of the world. It's a process to feel a little bit better. That's going to help you to feel a little bit better. So it's escalating. How do we use the anchors in therapy? Well, you have been in therapy, you can guess that it's very powerful to have those memories, those happy memories, and to be able to use anchors with our clients to recall those feelings. It's probably in anchors, the most important is the word feelings. It's feelings and behaviors. That's what we want to help our clients to feel in the way that they want to feel. And another other thing that we anchor is that if you are coming to me for confidence, I want to look within yourself where you have those resources, because for me it will be difficult for me and for you to feel confident if you have never been confident. So I would have to use something else. So as a therapist, we always take resources that the client has already. We don't use to create new resources. For instance, if you want to tell me, I want to what would I say? I don't know, to feel very clever. This is just an example. I want to feel very clever. And I ask you to come back in time and you are not able to remember a time when you were feeling clever, that's going to be more difficult. You don't have the resource. I had to create another resource. I had to do something else. So the idea is to anchor things that you have already, situations, feelings and behaviors that you have felt in the past. And with that, It means that if you have done it in the past, you can do it in the future. You have the resources. It's not that we are anchoring something that you don't have. If you don't have, there is a trick that is called as if. That is as if. Come back to a moment or feel as if you were clever. Feel right now as if you were confident.
Is that anything to do with lucid dreaming?
Lucid dreaming, I'm not sure.
Imagine, live the way you would like to live. Just imagine, you know, behave the way you would like to be. I haven't done too much study or reading about this, but I think it's not very easy. Like, even if, like, let's say, sometimes I think I've changed a lot in the past 10 years since I'm in Ireland. Sometimes I wish I was not like I was before, but some parts, you know, I wish to get them back. So try and behave like, but like I don't feel like that anymore, because obviously I have changed. So I don't know how this lucid dreaming, how easy, not good, but I'm sure it can be good, but how easy it can be.
From your understanding, what is a lucid dream? From your understanding, what is a lucid dream?
Yeah, as I said, I haven't done much research, but basically, yeah, if like you don't feel confident in the past couple of months, like behave like if you feel confident, and that will give you confidence.
So it's like daydreaming?
They call it lucid dreaming. Yeah, exactly.
Like daydreaming. Do you know what happened? That when you are behaving, when you are behaving always in the same way, you follow one pattern, you are reprogramming your mind. Yeah. You are telling your mind, I want to feel like that. And it might not work maybe the first time, but the more you practice, we have computers here, so we have to reprogram it. Actually, for that reason, neurolinguistic. Exactly. NLP is so powerful because we are reprogramming our minds. And even if you don't feel like doing something, if you think, okay, I'm going to feel happy, even if it's not true. Just imagine that you were an actress. Act as if you were an actress. And probably you wouldn't realize, and you will feel happy after you have been practicing. Some people automatically might feel happy. Some other people might need to practice a little bit more and to apparent to be happy more times, because you are reprogramming your mind. As we were in hypnosis, is through repetition, a lot of repetition. Why do we give CDs to our clients? Obviously, well, it's not just to give a CD for listening to music, to classic music. What we want is to reprogram their mind, because during the session we just have 60 minutes. So we want they follow the therapy in their house. And we want they repeat the suggestions over and over again. It probably happened to you when you are listening to radio, that there is one song that you don't like much, but after 6-7 times you are singing that song.
It's like when something is in fashion, everyone buys it. Like it doesn't, like how's it possible so many people like
exactly.
That item? Like, you know, like
yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
So the others are reprogramming our mind.
TV, like, so many times.
And so horrible things.
Yeah, people are convinced.
But sometimes we are convinced at the beginning that we don't like.
And you feel you like.
And after 1 year or 2 years, you are wearing that clothes. How is that possible? So that's another example, repetition. You are seeing over and over, influence around. So that's, if you are feeling a moment, you are feeling down, you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to feel happy. I'm going to imagine that I'm an actress. And instead of looking down, you look up and smile. And you see that someone else is smiling you. You might start changing. You might start reprogramming your mind. You know, yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's how we can use anchoring in therapy, and just to help our clients to have a fast trance. Instead, you imagine that you have been my client, and the second time I anchor you. Anytime I tell you the word relax, you imagine the first session I anchor the word relax. And I tell you that anytime I see the word relax, you are going to feel like right now. I'm going to anchor your state of hypnosis. You imagine that you are very deep into hypnosis, and I tell you the next time, the next session, when I see the word relax, you are going to be back to this state of hypnosis. So it helps me. I don't have to start that progressive muscle relaxation. I don't have to lose 10 or 15 minutes of the session just doing progressive muscle relaxation. Because if I have anchored properly, you are going to remember how you were feeling the session before, and you are going to be back to that moment when you were feeling that state of deep relaxation. So that's how we can use anchoring. And changing negative anchors. Well, we all have negative anchors. We make relations. We make, for instance, one example that is there. Some people, they drink a cup of tea and automatically they pick some biscuits. Or some people just take a cup of coffee and they smoke a cigarette. So those are anchors. The coffee is the anchor that automatically you don't feel that you want to smoke for whatever reason. You are taking a tea and automatically to your mind comes a biscuit, a feeling that you want to take a biscuit. So you can use anchors to change that perception. And that's going to be our next practice. Okay, would you like to do that? Are you interested? Okay, everyone, this is for the camera. Everyone, do you want to hear that? Yes, okay, everyone wants to know how to collapse an anchor, a negative anchor. Okay, so first of all, what we're going to do, I want you just, how do you say, shake all the exercise before, and now we are going to change completely. Okay, very good.